In terms of your own, there was so much in your keynote talk. I don't think we can capture here, but what would be your, I know what I think the top three are, but what would be your top three things that you would say coming out of that in terms of, for us as a profession, well, particularly for records managers, obviously, but for us as a profession that you wanted to see?
Working together with other areas, being aware that the transferability, a lot of our core skills, retrieval, information exploitation, so that for me is quite a key one in terms of developing people's careers, particularly in an environment where we may be having to look around for other things that we're actually doing. I think they need to think a bit more laterally about the more difficult issues that we have to address, driven on us by technology, touched on the issue of what do we do about deleted information that's still actually there and where does that actually stand, and the issue of managing shadow IT, information that's managed and dealt with as part of the organisation, but not on, as it were, departmental IT premises. And actually, how do we reach out to deal with that and how will we address those particular issues? So those are ones that are sort of playing on my mind. And then clearly, for a lot of us, we've got the COVID-19 public inquiry starting. And that's not just for Christmas.
That's going to take a while.
Long run on that particular one. And again, records and archivists will have an absolutely central role in responding to that.
Yeah. I thought the other thing that I thought came out, which I suppose also came out of Jack Kirby's yesterday, was about risk, and that we're going to have to be a little bit more, risk happy and a little less risk averse, and to make decisions based on best case scenario rather than the worst case scenario.
Yes, I think it's taking, it's not saying throwing caution to the winds, but I think taking a much more risk-based approach to what we're going to do and considering the risks of doing something against the risks of not doing anything, because that in itself carries risk. So just taking a reasoned view and explaining why you're going to do what you're going to do.
Yeah, that documentation of the decision process around it, which you mentioned, which I think, again, very important to, there are some documents you do want to keep, and that one is one of them. That's brilliant. Thank you so much for talking to me.